information you don't have to build you up.
Would people really be putting a spell on people? If I like you or you like me and I don't do what you want me to do, there's a way you could put a spell on me.
Like, you don't, like, are these really real? Or is it a trend to act like you? I don't know. We ain't gonna waste no more time. Let's jump right into it.
This is your sign. Put witchcraft on him. He's not calling you? Put witchcraft on him.
You know what? I had an ex that told me she knew how to put spell on people. Wow, I did spend a lot of money.
She told me that it would make a young Canadian pop star fall in love with me. Thanks, Dad.
Oh, I didn't believe my ex. But now watching this, I probably waking up to something I should have been paying attention to.
This is going so fast.
Okay, listen to me. This just took be careful who you date to...
See, once you're caught with your vibrations and reality, you're caught up with reality, there's nothing that can be hidden. And I'm so glad I ran into this video so people could know there are people who put spells on people. Watch out. Now, you could debate on how you feel of that subject. You know, it's a touchy subject. You know, spells, you know, people putting spells on people without people even knowing it. And it has been proven. I guess it's something you have to do research and get more details besides people actually letting you know that they're doing what you did not believe a person would do, the unexpected, but it's true. So, you know, I begin to watch people and did my little research and know how it's important that you don't allow others to stare into your eyes for no open reason. You know, I can see, you know, if you're working, somebody's talking to you and you're giving them eye contact, but you gotta act yourself, you know, pay attention to yourself. You know what you're capable of, you know how far you go, and you know your expectations. And usually what you expect of others, you expect them to see in your behavior, if not in the things that you're leading to teach people upon your journey. But as I begin to figure it out, wow, you know, was it a spell or not? You know, I begin to look at certain research by people who actually had experience and would share it with you without embarrassment. So that allowed me to not feel embarrassed just in case. The embarrassment would actually be if you're not trying to find a reason why your actions is the way it is, why all of a sudden you did a complete change, or why you cannot leave this person's side. You know, if you was not that type of individual in the beginning and on a reasonable attachment is what I'm saying. But when it's become to be unreasonable, you can't breathe, you can't do anything, everything is all about this person, then what is it in you that allowing that to take place? So you begin to question and begin to make changes, hopefully, to look at you and put value in you, and not to be spellbound. Sometimes spells don't have to be automatically done. It could be just in the person's behavior and what is about that person that draws you to them, that allow you to give them all of their time. That's a spell also, you know. And it's only allowed because the person is different, something you probably was uncommon in the area that you thought you was in. It was uncommon, but it was common. You just didn't have the opportunity to experience. And now that you got the opportunity, it looks like, you know, this is the best person. I need to be with you all the time. That is in itself could be a true spell, because you need to spend time with yourself. You need to develop you. You need to do you. You need to go out, travel. You need to go out, make business ideas, you know, and expand your horizon, you know, to make it more, not an adjustment of life, but to make changes in life where you make adjustments in life, you know. So I greatly appreciate me even considering, believing, you know, which allowed me to go and start to focus on what I do. And you give your person, or you give the other person, you know, a chance to prove themselves, but it's not all about that. You have to prove yourself at the beginning. There are beginning signs. Those are the things you have to notice. How much time is spent. Is the person all, you know, taking you in all the time? 98% of the time you with this person, you just met this person. You know, you just move in with this person. That's a spell. Nobody just don't automatically move in. You know, you hear circumstances, but what is the circumstance? You know, so just think about that. You know, the spell spells, and then the spell that we're so accustomed to putting ourselves in, or others putting us in. Until next time, listen to this one. Follow up on BSdiscover. And to give recognition to the video person who made this video possible for me, check it out in my description. Until next time, yes, and keep on discovering.